All right. Sorry about that. I needed to get the posting done. You know what doesn't help is I also have this device I could technically pick up right now. Luckily, give me a moment here. I believe I need to hit this button and then... Yeah, this is already set up. There you are. The audio was set up wrong. I don't know if we should have it lower than that, because if I should probably set that lower. It'll fully depend on how it sounds once we're in the thing. You know what I also just realized? This probably doesn't have the same properties as this. It does! Never mind. I thought I didn't set that up, but I did. I just didn't remember. I think I am going to point it down to what I have this set up as. So give me a second here. 85. Alright. Now we can actually hear something. Alright. So, last we played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. I believe we were still playing as Rodney Mullen, as we can see here. Oh yeah, we had just finished up this. So now we get to go do this. Sorry there's no music playing. I don't want to fight copyright and no audio on the VOD. So let's just move forward in the hangar. To be fair, this is kind of how I play it, except I play it with music in the background. I will say music in the background does make it better, but considering we're mostly focusing on the game, it makes it a whole lot easier to do that. Alright, oh, I've messed that up royally. Let's do this. Completely messed that up. Do that right. And then mess that up still somehow. Alright, now let's go in reverse order for the letters a little bit. Because we kind of have to because of how we did this. Well, we'll take that as a dub. A dub is a dub. Oh yeah, we need to do that part. Let's do that part now. There we go. Now I believe we need to do the gap, but we need to check if there's any stat points in here. I don't think there's a stat point in here. I think the stat points are outside. I don't see a stat point there. There's only one location left where it could be. And it's not there either. Okay. Hello. Do we have the jump? We do not. Damn. There we go. We've only gotten one of them because one of them didn't count. There we go. Now let's see if we can get the last hang time gap. Probably not. And we did. Alright. Funnily enough, I literally just hurt my hand mashing buttons in the video today. So, this is gonna be a bit awkward when it comes to completing some of these challenges. Let's see the barrel hunt and the secret tape. Do I remember the full length of the barrel hunt? It has been some time since I played this game. I wanted to get back into playing this game. And so, conveniently, I thought, why don't I just stream the game? That'll help me get back into it in one way. To be fair, I am not a veteran of this franchise, but I still am decent at this franchise. What am I doing? I'm messing everything up because I need to do this and then mess everything up again. Alright, let's go unlock the stuff. Success! Oh, I thought I missed for a second. That would have sucked. Alright. Trying to start button mashing and accidentally press a button I didn't want to press. I forget. Does this character have any? I don't think he does. I know he has a... Where is it? Oh! Where was it? Where are you? You're right left. I forgot. I set these up weird because I'm an idiot. Ah, I keep forgetting. I'm stupid when it comes to setting up these challenges. What? Oh, come on. It's still not counting it. Oh, because it was left and right. Yeah, do it. I think we're done already. Yeah, we are. So, I guess now you just kind of mess around because we already have the Vicarious Visions number. Not number. Icon. Logo. I still don't know if I've gotten all of those yet. I haven't. I might have, now that I think about it. Because I may have gotten it at one point last year on my own save file. Anyway, off to school too. Do you remember, for those who have seen my streams in the past, I played a lot of School 2. Because I was brought into the franchise mainly, actually, I was brought into the franchise really early on in the cycle of the franchise. But more importantly, School 2 just was in the game that I owned for the longest. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD, which is the HD remake of 1 and 2's, I believe, like 3 or 4 of the levels from each game appeared in it. And it was an HD remaster of the games. It also had Metallica in it, because why not? Yeah, it was also with Metallica, if I recall. Right? Was it Metallica? I think it was Metallica. I hope it was Metallica. Otherwise, I'm extremely stupid, considering it's the game I've played the most in the franchise. And I'm boasting about playing it the most. So, you know, if I didn't know right, then I'm just being a doofus. Have we gotten everything? I think we have. We did. Let's go. Ooh, there's one thing we can do that's also in tandem with the roll call here in School 2. For those who don't know, let's also try and get 8 at the same time. Alright. Alright, roll call. And then let's go get T and E. And then let's get the next roll call after that. We are not going to make that. And we missed the E. So that's just great. Alright, let's go for roll call. Alright, now for the last one, which is technically normally the first one you're supposed to get. But first... Alright, we need the last roll call. Oh, I somehow got away with that. Alright, it's not this. We need to go over here. Uh-oh, that might not count. That didn't count! Alright, let's do this better. I do it better when doing it from here. Alright, where's... That was there. So my guess is it might be up here, but that's gonna be a tall order. I don't know if I saw it there. I may have better glasses, but they're not perfect. There's that. I'd say we go for those next round. Let's go for those next round. Alright, so that leaves the secret tape and the wall writing. And the last stat point, right? Question mark? What, we got... Ooh, yeah, one more stat point, I believe. It wasn't there, I didn't see it up here, so it's gotta be there. Oh, fun fact. That thing we did earlier with the roll call at the perfect time, we don't have to do that again. Just so you know. For those who haven't seen me play this. Yeah, we don't have to do it again. Although the stat point could be in there now that I think about it. Let's get this wall ride and the other wall ride first. Gee, what a surprise. Almost like I'm pretty terrible at this area. This one loves tripping me up. Fun fact! I didn't hit that right, but you can hit that and then make the rail, the basketball hoop. Can I show you it like here? Maybe. Yeah. Not if I do that. Oh, is it the other way? Or do I need to do something else? I forget exactly how you're supposed to do that. I don't know if it's the other direction or going that direction. You just need to have enough stats up on your speed, I think. I'm not sure. What I do know is that we're about to hit the last bell. And now for the fun part. Which is most likely going to be attempting this a million times before we just grab the stat up so we have an easier time with it. Fun fact, you could just do that, and we got it. First try. Well, first try of that attempt, because, you know, we hadn't tried it before then. Alright, now we're out of... no, we're not. We are missing a stat point, I believe. Yeah, we're missing 2. Okay, well, my guess is 1 is in the gymnasium. Auditorium? Gymnasium? I forget what it is. No, it's the gymnasium. It's interesting. Both of the school levels of 1 and 2 have a gymnasium in them. And they have kind of different parts of a gymnasium. Like, the size of the gymnasium is different. It's almost like one of them's a high school and one of them's like a... I don't know. It's very interesting to see the different styles for them. Alright, so my guess is... I do this as if we need to do tricks here. We're literally going for 2 things. Sorry, I just love playing the game as it is. Alright, let's see. We already got that Vicarious Visions icon there. Fun fact, yeah, the Vicarious Vision stuff is not in the normal game. Yep, there's 1. So my guess is the last one's gotta be in the other part. Yeah, so this one has lockers, and then it has, like, a basketball court. And then it also has the swimming pool connected to it. And then the school one has the, it has a center basketball court. And then like wrestling / I don't know what else. What other things? Wrestling mats on one side. And then I think a workout side, right? Alright, well, more importantly, we've got to go down here. Actually, it could be there. It is there. Oh, I hate it when it's there, but it's always there. And we got it. So now we can end our run. Off to Marciella. Okay, so for those who don't know, the Hangar, School 2, Marciella, and Venice Beach are in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD. And then, oh, which ones are in the warehouse? Downhill Jam. I should know this. I've played it so much. I have a problem. Fine, I'll go and hit the quit, and we might as well save as well. Just to make sure it saves proper. Warehouse. Mall. Downhill Jam. Warehouse, Mall, Downhill Jam. Those are the ones that are in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD. Which is weird. You'd think there'd be a fourth one at both games, but no. There's 7 starting. And then eventually there was DLC that made the Revert, which was the Revert pack, which added, what was it, 3 maps? From 3? I believe. It had California, Airline, Canada, California, and Airline, I believe? I forget the name of it. I haven't played it in a while. I still have it, because I still have access to it, because I purchased it a while ago. And, whatchamacallit? Steam doesn't usually allow... Most companies don't take away the access once the game gets out of purchase. And, yeah, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD is still on my account. I love going back and playing it, but even then, it's still a product of the time because it still doesn't have all the good features. Like, you can't wall plant, you can't do all the stuff that you can do in 3. And I think even the original game, right? I forget if wall planting was a thing in the originals. I think it was 3 that added it. And then after 3, it was that. Oh, I'm wasting a lot of time that I don't have, because I need to be looking for stat points and this, and I missed, because Japan Air concerns me all the time. I'm doing this by accident, TBH. Alright. Time to start. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I usually never do those. I only do the swapping of the, oh, come on. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. And I ruined everything. So I'm starting out terribly. Alright, let's see if I can come back from a 79. Probably, if I can get it just right. Also, it seems the DLC finally popped up in my, on this account, because I have the Digital Deluxe Edition on my main account, and for some reason, it didn't count that content towards this game. Ooh. Alright, now I'm getting serious. There we go. That's some good pointage. And I don't think we've missed, so that's even better. Yeah, I'm very much better at grinds. When it comes to switching grinds, I have a lot better of a time switching grinds than I do switching manuals. Because of how scary they are to me. Like, Pogo is terrifying. Like, look at that. Handstand is good, too. Fun fact. I wonder. Actually, I don't know. Okay, I have not touched Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. Mainly because I don't have money. But I did have access to it for a bit. before, you know, stuff happened and stuff happened. Alright. Okay, good. I got away with that. And I cashed the points so I can at least keep that. Alright, I messed that up severely. I probably shouldn't, but I did it anyway. I still got a decent amount of score. Oh no, I messed it all up and I would have had a crazy amount of points. I think I could still get a decent bit of scoreage if I don't mess up that. Oh, that was a flip trick that got me. How unfortunate. I don't have any momentum. There we go. Damn it. I wouldn't have gotten that good of a score anyway. Did I still beat it? I think I still beat it. Yep. I was very good. To be fair, all these people had... So, okay, what these competitions are is, I believe the AI plays, and sometimes they'll have a really good score, and sometimes they'll have a really bad score. So, usually they don't top out above 95. So that's still a good score for the AI to get. But they usually don't top out at 95. I don't know. I do remember one being close to me when I still did good. Alright, New York City. Which I believe... we can do all of these in one go. I really love this game. I loved HD, so I very much, like, felt nostalgic for the 1 and 2 maps. I had an old Game Boy cartridge of a Tony Hawk game. What did I do? I got grounded a lot of points. Alright, there's the S and E. Completely out of order. K is like somewhere around here. Yeah, K is over here. Right here. I missed it. And then A is also in an annoying spot. Yeah, cars. Honestly, I'm surprised neither of these controllers that I've been using for quite some time have failed me yet. I say that, and all of a sudden, it's gonna go and leave me soon. Alright, there's A, and then we could probably get you. Are you the last one? Well, that's not how you get him. I don't know if that's the last one. What are the challenges? We're missing like 2 other challenges, and we have them both on our radar. We do not have them both on our radar. Oh, because that's the last normal challenge. We need to do secret area, key gap. Skate Street is easy. Fun fact, a lot of the characters in this game do appear in HD. Yes, we did get all the subway cards. Nice. I forget which characters specifically in this game appeared in HD. Because obviously it was Tony Hawk. I believe Rodney Mullen... I think it was the original version of Rodney Mullen, whereas this version has the original Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 kind of version. Not the exact version, it's like the younger version that was in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. And then I think it has like key moments as one of the outfits. And then it has like Rodney Mullen, I think back when he first became like one of the skating legends. I think it was back in the old here, if I could go back and show you. If I recall, it was like one of the original outfits at like one of the first skating competitions, I think. I think that was a part of the DLC. It was this, I think. I think this was one of the original outfit. That was, I think, his original outfit back when he was super young. And then I think this is a model of the older one that appeared in... I remember he had a different shirt on in the other game. I think he had a red shirt. And then I think this one's also a younger version. And then I think... I don't know. I don't know if these are younger versions of him. Because this is the youngest version. That's back when he originally, like, started skating. Like, when he first became, like... it might have been the first ever competition. Or it's just, like, right as skating became super popular. Because he was one of the OG skateboarders. And he was still skating around the time of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1. I think even... I don't know. I don't know if he had fully retired by the time, like, 3 or 4 came out. But I think definitely when he hit Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD and 5... he was definitely out of it. I think he could still skate as well. To be fair, a lot of the tricks he did aren't as, like, dangerous to perform, leading to him needing to retire earlier from a lot of just general issues of, you know, complications due to injuries. Like, I mean, what? He made the nose manual famous, and I think he also had the, what was it? We did a lot of the earlier tricks. And then out in Tony's era of skateboarding, that's when they really started innovating when it came to, like, the riskiness of tricks, because normally it was just street tricks. But then half pipes were created, or half pipes started getting used, and then people were then able to you know, innovate, and then eventually Tony Hawk hit the 900. And yeah, then Tony just left from being a typical skater to being one that people can look up to so much. As someone who has tried skateboarding, it is very difficult, but even then, it's still a sport for any level. That's the good part. Is, like, anyone can learn how to skate. And it's best to try and learn how to skate first, like, you know, obviously balancing on the board is your best option first. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And I got away with that. Okay, I think I know where the last 2 points are, so we're gonna restart and go... Oh, we need to do Joey's sculpture. Okay, about that. Anyways, now we gotta go up here and go grind the subway. Because we're in New York City, baby! Alright, let's see if we can get lucky and not go on the one that's going to have a train on it. There we go. Jump off. Alright. Looks like there's one stat point. I don't think we saw the other one. We're still missing a stat point. There it is. Alright, so that's gonna be fun to do. Let's see if I could do it, considering I haven't done it in about maybe a year now I think about it. Alright, so we start on this one, jump over here, and almost missed that. Okay, I believe we still have the 6 score to do and the hydrants. So we could probably get away with doing the hydrants and the 6 score. But there's no guarantee. I just gotta remember where the hydrants are. As well as get the points for the... And I missed! And I fell into the water! Alright, I believe there's one there, then there's one over to the right, or right there? To the right. I believe there's one to the right here. Yep, there it is. That was dangerous. Alright, and then there should be one right here. There it is. Honestly, I'm very surprised. Oh, man. I'm very surprised that I've remembered all of the placements of stuff. Ah, I pressed the wrong combo. The problem is with, like, I always try and play as different characters, so I have different abilities each time. Alright, we got the 6th score. And so I never get used to the actual, like, setup. Alright, that's everything. Alright, I'm gonna save, because I haven't saved at all. I should probably save. Those who don't know, you just go into options, you go save career. Actually, I think I did save, I just didn't notice. I'm going to up my stats, because that's going to add up in the long run. Lip balance, I rarely do lip tricks anyway. I think I'm just gonna go for a mostly balance upgrade, and then up my speed. Alright, we're in the last bits of it, so I believe we are missing 2 stat points here. These ones are kind of difficult, to be honest. And then we also need, what? Yeah, the secret tape, popcorn buckets, and the secret tape, and the rooftop gaps. And then I believe that's it. Yeah, because I think we snuck the secret tape on streets. Wait, isn't streets the one we gotta do for the challenge? No, it's Skate Street, which is over in 2. Which is right here. We need to get the special key gap and get 30,000 points using the van secret area key gap in Skate Street with only flip and grinds. Specials are allowed though. So we should be able to do that once we get there, but now we gotta deal with the fun part of Venice Beach. Venice Beach. Fun fact, I've actually been to Venice Beach. I even walked along the, I walked along past, Muscle Beach, too. I think I will go for the Sprite cans first. I will need to go back for 2. Well, the route I take to get these, because I've been playing this far too much. The route I take, I shouldn't have done that. The route I take does take me to a decent placement for both of them. It's just that usually I get, the first one I usually get is the one that's right down here, because you can drop down to this, or not that, you can drop down to here and then you're able to grind back up if you're quick enough, and you're able to grab that and still get the other one first. I always leave this one for last, and then I usually... Alright, that's high score, that's pro score, high combo, and we're not at the 6th score yet. We are close though, if I recall. Ooh, I would have had it. Oh, I would have had it. Fun fact, we can get up here like this. And then I made it up by doing an even better trick. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Let's go for skate. Usually I have a little bit of problems with going for skate, but we'll see what happens. Alright, here, and then I messed up. I was supposed to stay up here because the K is right here. And then we go over here. The A is right here. The T is right here. And I messed that up. Well, I guess I'll get that a different way. Unless I could get away with getting it there? No? Okay. Well, that was weird. Sometimes physics doesn't work. Alright, let's see if we can get away with this by doing this. Nope. Okay, well, there we go. We got away with it by doing that. Let's get that, and then we leave, where was the... There's one over there, and then... I have no faith in us being able to hit the Venice Beach, transfers. This one is tough, but it's only the first one you need to do. The second one isn't this, it's this. And then the next transfer is actually a bit surprising. The next transfer is right here. And now for the last one. Which coincides with a couple of things, like this. And this. That's a nose slide. I need the opposite slide. And I just got kicked out. So now it doesn't matter as much. I need to focus on getting that Venice Beach. I need to focus on getting the transfer. There we go. Alright, and then we figured out which one was the nose slide. I hope it was this direction. That is the wrong button. And that is the wrong side. There we go. Alright. What does that leave? That leaves the secret tape and the magic bomb. The magic bomb usually takes up all of your time. Especially if you completely fail to jump over a simple thing. So, first we go here. Jump over him. Go back, go this way. Go down here. Completely miss him.
Beat it, you little nuisance!
Now we go over here. Jump over him right here. And then he'll appear actually pretty quickly right there. You jump over him there. We're also missing a stat point, which I just remembered as well. Luckily, that stat point is technically close to us. And I missed the jump. And that didn't count, even though I technically ollied him. You need to ollie him closer, though. If I recall, you had to ollie the magic bum in... Was it the first game and HD? I think. Fun fact, you can get away with tricking out that. Oh, I'm on the wrong side anyway. See, normally you'd go backwards after doing some of this stuff and then getting the stat point. Maybe one of these days I'll try to get every single gap. It's just that the gaps are also just so difficult usually. Alright, that should be... no. Now for the most fun part and most difficult part. That is... there are multiple ways to get this, There are multiple ways to get this. The most consistent way I've seen getting it in this game is, not doing that. Is, popping up it with a boneless on this table. Right here. That's usually the most consistent way I've gotten it. Usually you either pop up and hit the, whatchamacallit. You either pop up and hit the grind on that, that string there that's holding up the banner. Or you pop up right where the secret tape is. That's usually my most consistent way of doing it. In Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD, you could actually use a different method. I think you could also use that method in this game. It's just that it's very inconsistent whether or not the game lets you do it. Is the problem. I believe you can also, you can boneless a little, kick ramp right here. Right over there. This. But it doesn't work in this game because the, in HD and maybe the first game, there's a lot more floaty. But in this game, there's actually just like a glitch right there that allows you to pop up with more air. I think it might be a quirk in the engine. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not a master at this game. I just played it a whole bunch and got used to the controls a crazy amount. So I usually have a consistent time of beating the different characters in their challenges. Just made it a lot easier. So now I don't have to go back to Venice Beach, which I usually hate doing anyway. Now for Skate Street. Alright, we've got to do a lot of things here. We're gonna go for the key areas. We also might have to do them. One there, and one back there. Okay, we don't have to do it to get the stat points. We still have to do it to get the... and I missed it anyway. Alright, let's start getting some massive points, bro. I didn't even mean to do that, and I failed to do the lip trick afterwards. So... oh, I accidentally hit X. Damn. Ooh, I accidentally double hit that. I accidentally double hit the B button. Well, I'm pretty much done. Yep. Alright, that's gonna be a low score. Yep, 88. I mean... we still got third with that, but I can do better. Alright. I'm thinking we go for the challenge. Except the challenge isn't here, it's right here. But let's focus on this. Ooh, wait. This isn't gonna count. That one isn't gonna count. Crap. Damn it! We did a grab trick right in the middle of it, so... alright. Hopefully this one will count. It did it. Okay, what did I do wrong? Oh no, is it the... oh crap. It might be the jump. It might be the jump. Or it might be the wall plant. Crud. I think it's the wall plant. I think it's the wall plant. Right? Well, that was on me. Right? Isn't that the van secret area? The van secret area? Yeah. Well, we have our ways. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go get that point so we can guarantee it. And then we're gonna completely miss that. Which is then gonna ruin everything. And then we're gonna completely mess that up. Which is also going to ruin everything. We're not gonna get gold. We didn't get gold. Nope, we didn't get gold. Damn, so much better. Well, now that we're focusing, we should do a whole lot better. Oh, crap. It's one of these titles. And my phone is on the cord. I forgot. Okay, that's on me. The placement of the stuff kinda sucks, right? Yeah. Let's move you down here, roughly in the middle, hopefully. And I think you're kind of okay where you are. I mean, this will cover up the audio, which doesn't matter at all right now. Let's go with that, and then let's center this on screen. I'm sorry I didn't move that. Center horizontally. There we go. Yeah, because we don't care about the music. Alright. Alright, we got 50. So let's see. Now that we don't have to care anymore, let's go for this. Oh good, I got away with it. I don't think this is gonna count for the grind I'm trying to go for. Nope. But this one will. See, told you. There we go. That's better. What do we get? 99.9, of course. The best I've gotten is the 99.9 in every single place. And I messed up that one. So we don't have a 99.9. Unless we can royally fix that. I don't think we're going to. And I messed that up severely for myself. What a surprise. Oh, yeah! Oh yeah, this is the like one of very few places where you can get away with just a revert, if I recall. Because of how little time there is in between. Alright, let's go with that. We should still be in the high 90s or the mid 90s. Yeah, almost 95. I think we've got this in the bag pretty much. No, we cannot see our score here. But I will grab that. Said I will claim that reward now. I think we technically don't have to do anything. I think we've already won. Which is the fun part. Oh, did I? Is it up there? I forget. I think I do have this area's Vicarious Visions thing. I forget which ones I'm missing. I can check. Where is it? Is it skate park? No. It's not the tour. Not the hard gaps. Not the forbidden connectors. Not the creative spark. I think it's the rookie? It's not the rookie. There is no way it's the rookie. Is it the veteran? I don't think it's the veteran. No, I think it is the legend. Is it? Nope, that's the legend badge. I thought it was one of these. But I don't see it. What am I missing? Here. Lip to revert. Land a combo with a lip trick, a revert, and a manual. Similar to the grab, revert, and build a score. Oh. Wow. That's, is that all I'm missing there? And then I need to purchase a logo as well? Okay. I thought I did do a lip to revert manual. Maybe I never... Oh, you know what I always have the problem with? The, lip and then the revert. Usually is my problem. Well, that didn't work.
Yeah. Woo!
And I won. Oh, hey, I have a lot of money again. Maybe I should spend money on things in the game. I could probably buy a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, we have all the boards. Can I? Oh yeah, I can. I gotta be careful, because, yeah, 2 of these are super expensive. So let's just buy everything. To be fair, these are for the creative skater. As you unlock the challenges, when you do the challenges, you get the boards from the different challenges. And those also count separately from these. Damn it! I bought it by accident. Crap. Bought the farm. Spent too much money. Because I'm a doofus. At least these aren't expensive. But they still add up over time. Sorry we're doing this right now. We might be out of money soon. Yeah, we're gonna be out of money. Oh yeah, you can get all of the wheels. And there we go. Now we can't buy anything else. Alright, what were we doing? Skate Tour! Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2! We already got his challenge complete. And now we gotta go do Philadelphia, which is going to be fun! I believe we already got the Vicarious Visions logo here, I think. I hope. Let's go for the bells first. This is not where the bell is. And that's not how you get that stat point. Technically, that wasn't how you get it either, but I'm not going to judge right now. This one can be very tricky. I think I could get it from here. Yes. And this one technically goes into two different things. What is it? Is it one slide? No, I think I need a nose. What? Oh, no, I did do it. I'm just dumb. And didn't let it play through it. Where's the next one? There you are. And then the last one is right here. Which is technically connected to that one. Alright, now for the fun part. The secret tape. I love doing it this way. Because this way is funny. I messed it up severely by getting stuck on the, Alright, and then we messed it up entirely there. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Alright, now for the fun part, which is completely missing that. So we have to redo it anyway. Let's go for skate? How do you go for skate? How do you go for skate? Ah, yes, it's up here first. Then over here. Then go up here. Then completely fail that. Then go over here. Grind this. Go up there. Completely miss that. Go over here. Completely miss that. And completely fail that as well. How do you get E? Is it literally just you can do this?
Oh!
I thought you had to do something more special than that. No, you can just do that. Alright, well, let's try and go for it again. Preferably with more speed. Alright, time to empty the pool. Hooray. And now... to reset and do all the lip tricks, because we already emptied the pool. Alright, what else do we need to do? The sick trick. The 6 score, and that's it. Oh, wait, and I think another point. Right? Are the rest of the points over there? I think they are. Or wait, no, there's probably one over here. Oh, there it is. There it normally is. And I messed that one up. Oh, wait, I already got 2, I forgot. So that means I have 1 more, which is in 1 location. How do I know this? Because I've played this far too much. Hey, look, there it is. And now, to completely mess everything up and break my legs. There's the Philly side big bowl. Leave. That's the Philly side flip bowl. Is it? I think it's this next. And then the last one's right here, I think. I think this one counts. Yep. And then Rodney Mullen died. How unfortunate. Oh, I thought I could actually do the lip trick then. I thought I could do that rookie combo. There we go. Alright, we complete combo-rific, and then all we need to do is purchase a logo in the thing. I'm doing horribly on this. And that didn't help me either. Hello, apparently I'm over here now, and I have to redo that, so that'll be fun. Oh well, at least I don't have to work for anything else. I just gotta do tricks. Yeah, we'll do the bull ring later, after I get the... Alright, so I literally am missing one thing here, which is the purchase a logo. Can I go do that right now? I don't want to yet. I gotta do this anyway. And I gotta reopen that. I thought you could do that, and I ruined everything. I keep forgetting you can grind those stairs, and I keep forgetting that every single time I go to grind. And then I grind the stairs by accident. Alright, let's try this, but better. And I messed that up anyway, so it didn't matter. Wonder if I could get any snazzy ones. I forget. Isn't... Yeah, that's a special thing. And I messed it up anyway, so I didn't get to keep the points. Oh, that one didn't count. Oh, I messed that up. What a shocker! And that didn't count either. And that didn't help either. How did I do that first try? And then now I'm trying to do it fully intentionally, and I'm unable to do it at all. Well, I did it that time. Oh, I forgot how that one worked. Luckily, I think that allows me to go for that again later.
Yeah.
And I ruined everything again. And then I still got the pro score, so at least there's that. But I still have to get the 6 score, so I think I'll just do a bunch of street tricks. And get away with that somehow. And then mess up entirely. And then mess that up entirely. I keep forgetting you can't boneless out of those.
Whoa!
Alright, now we need an amount. That is not the amount. I think I have once, maybe? There we go. 6 score. Alright. So that leaves nothing left here. Nothing left in the previous world. It's just bull ring. Oh, this one can be real tricky. Especially if you don't do it right. Fun fact. Well, that was a problem. Let's try and do that a bit better. And completely fail at it.
Yeah. Woohoo! Wow.
Yeah, I did horribly there. Let's try that, but better. Too bad I can't do that there. And I messed that up. This one's very difficult to get. You know what? Of course.
Oh no! Oh yeah! Yeah! Woo! Oof.
And it failed, but at least I did a decent bit. Which still got me a lot. Alright, let's keep trying for that last stab point. And I messed it up. And I messed it up again. There we go. Alright, now for the fun part. I think we're done, actually. Oh well, we still won. See? Still won. Chopper Drop and Skate Heaven. I don't think we have Chopper Drop or Skate Heavens V. I don't think we do. Let's go and try and grab it. Do I remember how to get it at all? I don't think I do. Actually, I might know where it is. Yeah. I don't know if I have it because I can't find the challenge. Not a multiplayer challenge. Not a combo challenge. Actually, it might be here. It might not be here. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere and it's hidden. I know it's somewhere and it's hidden. Is it all the way up here? Oh, it is. There's nothing special about doing these, doing the extra areas. It's literally just the extra area you get. Alright. Last I checked, hopefully, we are done with 2. Now we go in here, be concerned why it's so laggy. and go back into skate tours to get the last of the stuff. But first, we do all of the upgrading, and then go into one, and then look for the missions we couldn't do because we're terrible. Downtown. The secret tape, the 5 buckets, and that. Yeah, those are the only things we need. Which is good that we were able to only knock it down to about 2 of them. Alright. Well, going for the popcorn buckets requires a little bit of finesse. Just a wee bit. Alright. There's the first one. Let's... You know? I could try and get it this way. And then completely fail, so it didn't matter anyway. Alright, there we go. And now for this one, which can be very... inconsistent.
Oh, yeah!
And then for the easiest popcorn bucket. Oh, and I did the lip trick by accident, because when I placed it. Alright. And now for the easiest popcorn bucket, and then the hardest popcorn bucket. And I shouldn't have bonelessed. Great. Boneless got me. I don't have enough time for the other rooftop gaps, so I have to restart anyway. Alright, now to fail the hardest of the gaps, because the hardest of the gaps requires you to land on this rail from all the way up there. And I missed it, which means I have to go and do it again. Luckily we can somewhat skip this by doing this. Alright, the problem with the rooftop gaps is they're all pretty close to each other. Of course. And I completely failed that. So there's a low likelihood of me doing it. Especially since my hand is starting to really hurt. And what's worse is I've got stuff to do after this. Like editing a video. I don't know if I've ever done that part like that. Alright, get away with the first gap. Luckily, the second and the third one are connected a lot better than the other two, than the other one is. So, it's a lot easier to complete. Because you have to do the gap in order to make it to the thing. And too far, of course. Of course. Nope. Of course. Nope. Damn. What I should really do is I should try to go for that one first, and then go for the secret roof gap. Although, to be honest, the other gap is way more difficult anyway. This one is so much harder to do. Oh. Well, I almost did it. Nope. I should restart again. This is always where I fail on every character, is this one. This and the downhill jam are the most difficult of the challenges to complete, of the base challenges. The base objectives. Because this one requires the most precision. I forget if you jump it at the right time without doing the boneless. I forget if you can have the air to get it. I think that's my main concern. Is I keep thinking that I won't get the air I need to get the trick done. And so I do the boneless in anticipation. That was very close and unfortunate. I need to wash my hands soon. Ooh, I'm gonna barely have enough time to go for the secret gap, even if I land this. Of course. Do that, and then I do that, and then I somehow still get it. Nope. And there we go. Now I just gotta go get the secret gap. Which is easier than the one we just did. Which I always find to be the funniest. And watch, now I'm gonna be unable to do it when I did the harder one before it. I can't even jump up this. Whoop. And there we go. Completely failing it. Alright, here I go. Completely failed this one. And boom. So now... all I am missing is Downhill Jam's secret tape. If I'm correct. Should have every other stat point. Every other thing complete. Yep, secret tape. Honestly, I'm surprised I have skate. Oh, good question. Which one is downhills? Because there's multiple spots. Not up there. Probably not there either. Nope, it's not there. There's the secret tape. And of course. Let's go see if the point is over where I think it is.
Yeah. Woo!
It is. That one's very tricky because you constantly hit that light. And if you don't, then you lip trick on the rail, which is even worse. It is very difficult to hit that one. I don't think you can wall ride this one. You just gotta get lucky and not hit that light. There we go. All the stat points, which means we get the video. We don't have enough time for this. And I missed anyway. Alright. I always think there's a gap right there, but then there isn't. Of course. As always. Double of course. As always. And now for the fun part. Hitting this right. There we go. A 4-horse race, meaning we did it 4 times. Alright, let's end that run. And now we have all of his stat points. And now we never play as him again. And now we're super tired. Yet we still have stuff to do. Let's open up the movie real quick. And boom. Alright. Now that that's done, I think I'm done for today. Sorry it was a shorter stream in multiple ways, but it's just kind of like that a lot of the time. And now we got the rookie profile, which is a diamond. Which is kind of crazy that the rookie profile is a diamond. Alright. Save the career, and now we move over to not this. We move over to this. Sorry for the flashbang. Alright. Now I get to close this. And now I get to open up something completely different. But even then, I don't get to play it yet because I need to edit some videos. Alrighty, well, I had fun. It was fun. I hope you had fun too. The VOD will go up as soon as I can. I'll post it most likely after this video. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing. So that was cool. Alrighty then. Bye-bye.